Alright, welcome back everybody to the International Combo Cup 2025. We are here with another match, between NATOPeaceTreaty and the Simps. Simps, a very scary team featuring Auto LS and AFB, two Hong Kong veterans who know a thing or two about winning tournaments against the NATOPeaceTreaty, featuring a whole bunch of different players from, only four, but four different players from four different nations. Three different nations, sorry. Two Americans, Vampirica, Amphibians, Loth, and Anchor. And the two Scandinavians here, Loth and Anchor, in first. Looks like we're just moving around. Not sure if the picks and bans have come down yet. Oh, okay, we have warm-ups. I forgot we have warm-ups. I was just casting 4 DCI, so I'm not used to there being warm-ups. This is going to be a Simps warm-up, it seems. AFB and Auto LS are here. I imagine they may be in for most of this match. P5G Night called X Koto. Waiting around to see. I assume everyone's in, but just not on screen, of course. Short warm-up as well, which is always nice to see. Alright, here we go. Everyone's readied up. Everyone's ready to go. Everyone's in the lobby. Time for a warm-up. Not sure. Okay, we are back. There's a bit of a funky thing there, but we are back. We are so back. Hard rock for both AFB and Auto LS. I mean, the CS honestly isn't too challenging, it's only 5.2 on hard rock, but a bit more suffering compared to the two no mods here from Loth and Anchor. Of course, we have a no fail being forgot by Loth, but it doesn't really matter for them because they're currently holding a double F along with Anchor. double S. Yeah. Luckily, it's just a Waller. Wait, is this 6th versus 27? Are we trolling? Might be trolling. Blame laser. Blame laser. Oh wow, that ending pattern destroyed everybody. First one up here from the Simps. And I believe that's the only one we have, so we will now be getting into the roles, picks, and bans for each team. It is indeed 6 versus 27, but that's okay. That's all good, we can change the title later. Laser will just be a bit troll, but that's okay. Simps a very balanced team. They don't really have a weak point, honestly, when you have AFB and Auto LS on your team. It's pretty difficult. I'd say Hidden might be their strongest. Definitely some more weird stuff like a No Mod 2 and Hard Rock 2. Or maybe a No Mod 4, but bans will be first. Auto LS. Did I miss the ban? Did I miss the roll, I mean? My bad. I'm sorry, I was yapping. Looks like Auto LS chooses to pick first, which means that NATOPeaceTreaty has the ban. They are not on 2 points, by the way. I'm not sure why it says that, but that's okay. Hidden 2 the ban from Auto LS. Okay, interesting. I did say Hidden might be a strong suit from them, but I think NATOPeaceTreaty, their strongest mod is Hidden as well, it looks, from the qualifiers. So it's an understandable ban, looking to take away NATO's strength here. And Auto LS quickly going into DT2 for the pick. The question is, are we going to see... Okay, we're going to have a bit of a break, but... a break from the screen, the main screen, but I can still continue yapping. Are we going to see AFB and Auto LS on every single point here? Or are they going to let their 4-digit teammates maybe have a little go if they're feeling confident enough? I guess we'll see. I don't really think you want to give a team like NATOPeaceTreaty too much room to kind of mess around with. They have some solid players on here. Vivian's a really good combat player, from my knowledge. Vampirica, or Zariel, as many know him, is also a really good tournament player in general. He's played in a lot of tournaments. He's hosting one right now as well. So some experience here on both sides, AFB and Auto LS, and the 2 Americans for NATO on this DT2 pick. It's going to be a difficult task to take down these 2 Hong Kong veterans, but you never know. For some reason, AFB is playing Hard Rock on the previous map. Not sure what that's about. Might have to do a little panic here or something. Okay, everyone is now playing the map regularly, which is good to see. Just the kind of speed slash kind of control DT. Some wiggles about, a few jumps, and already 2 misses from the Americans. Auto LS, half a trade, but AFB still holding strong with the double S. Going to see that red bar continue to increase now. Finally stabilizing out as everyone builds back up at around 40k. That's the current position of the point. And we're already halfway through a very short map here. It's practically TV sized. Vampirica finding another drop. Vivian's doing his best to hold on. Auto LS does find a drop, but look at AFB go, still holding the double S. And despite that nice combo from Vivian's, it's just not going to be enough to drag it back to NATO's side, and the Simps will hold through here. It seems now, unless there's a complete collapse in this last section, it could happen, but it needs to now, otherwise it's going to be too little too late. NATO build up, ready to pounce, but the jumps take their victim. It's Vampirica, and that is going to seal it well and truly sharp. But the Simps rolled 14 and NATO rolled 5. That is pretty rough. I just read. And there's another win for the Simps here on their first pick. And an incredible score from AFB. A double S. Not much you can do about that. Vivian's a very nice one miss there as well. The second highest score in the lobby, but not enough to defeat these two Hong Kong juggernauts. Over now to NATO's pick. Wonder what they're going to go for. Of course, Simps banning off Hidden. Wouldn't be surprised to see a Hidden one, although that's not really a super difficult Hidden map. The reading is practically not there at all. It's 9.3 AR. And it flows superbly. It's pretty much just kind of like a Nomad 1 disguised with some thinly veiled Hidden. There's not much you can pick into a team like Simps. Honestly, it's really just what you're most comfortable on, and that could be anything in this pool. Could be Hidden. Could be a Hard Rock. Although they did ban Hard Rock 2. And Hard Rock 1 isn't the easiest Hard Rock map either. Both the Hard Rock maps in this pool quite difficult. Hard Rock 1 with some pretty difficult spacing and a couple edges in there, which I was a bit surprised about when I was playing through. In fact, it's going to be Nomad 1 in the end. Funnily enough, Nomad 1 was by far NATOPeaceTreaty's worst map in qualifiers, but they've decided to go for this first. And honestly, this isn't too dissimilar to the qualifiers Nomad 1 in terms of difficulty. I think this is quite up there as well for a round of 32 pool. Interested to see, but clearly this is what they're feeling the most comfortable on, and Simps are swapping out the two Hong Kongers. Oh my goodness. An interesting play here from them. I did not expect to see this so early on, but the Nomad 1 looks like iMike and Yugura will be swapping in. Loth, Vampirica. One swap out for NATO. Vivian's jumping out. The Norwegian subbing in. First Scandinavian appearance here. Very North American lobby here. 2 Americans, 1 Canadian. And here we go, NATO's first pick. Maybe an unexpected swap out for Simps. Hopefully it doesn't backfire for them. There's definitely a chance of it. So let's see how they go. Already 3 misses on the board, 2 on the side of the Simps, 1 from Loft, and looks like both Mike and Yuga are struggling early on in the map. The start is pretty tough. It starts off with some pretty rough patterns, and they definitely took their toll there. I'd say that it doesn't really let off from here either. There are some calmer sections, but in general this map is really about finding consistency on those convert jumps and patterns, and yet again it's a double miss from the Simps. Already a 6-digit lead here for NATO Peace Treaty. The sub out for both the Hong Kongers maybe backfiring a little here. Still they're holding Loft and Vampirica. We'll get a very short break here where the players might quickly be able to glance and see the leaderboard. It's 200k in their advantage, as they can see. It's a good position for now. Just have to continue holding. But that's the opposite of what they do. Vampirica finds the first miss from these two. Simps will start dragging it back a little bit. Mike trades. Yuga follows suit. No combo here for Simps. Loft does drop that combo there, but it's still a combo advantage as there's another double miss from Mike and Yuga. And I know we're only about 2/3 through, but it's already pretty precarious for the Simps. They're really going to have to pull out something extraordinary if they want to drag this one back. I mean, they really just needed a total collapse from Loft and Vampirica. Another miss there from Vampirica, but this point is already sealed. Simps just don't have the combo to bring it back whatsoever. It's probably going to eclipse 300,000 score by the end of this. The NATO players working in harmony. The peace treaty is holding up strong. Yeah, they bounce right back. NATO bounces right back with a very strong performance here. Looks like it'll be 2 900Ks, even with that miss from Vampirica. Still will just get over the line. Very well played from Loft there too. Part of the Convert Enjoyers team. Showing exactly why, I suppose. Definitely a Convert Enjoyer score there, 960k. And it's back over to the Simps. And I don't believe you can. Pretty sure you have to go for something else after picking another mod pool, and Hard Rock 1 is the choice. Makes sense considering that Hard Rock 2 ban. I think this is a real good weakness targeter from the Simps, seeing NATO Peace Treaty's ban and how they performed in qualifiers as well is a pretty clear indicator that this is a strong choice for them. The question is, will the Hong Kongers come back now? After that previous point, I mean, you'd have to say they will. They do indeed. AFB now on the bottom, Auto Ellis on the top. They're not messing around for Hard Rock 1 here. And yeah, what to say about this map? I'd say that it is mostly consistent and it flows pretty okay, but as I said before, the spacing is surprisingly difficult for this stage of the tournament with, like I said as well, some kind of edge-ish patterns that really go against the flow actually of the map that will definitely reward practice on this one. Loft and Vampirica staying the same here for NATO Peace Treaty, Loft's playing the previous map. And of course, Auto LS and AFB remaining in. I'd say the first half to kind of 2/3 of this map are the most important, and already there's a miss from Vampirica. Loft also drops too, so an early lead for the Simps. I think for these two Hong Kongers, these edge patterns on this covered hard rock aren't going to phase them too much. Although NATO building back up well too, they stopped the bleeding, both reaching match combo just as the KI starts and Loft goes down. It's not far over enough on that pattern. Auto LS trades with Vampirica, but Loft misses again. And it's yet again AFB when all the combo goes down. He's the Bastion. He's the anchor who holds it still on a double S. And a long break here where the players can see the exact situation they're currently in. Seeing how AFB is just remarkably consistent. And NATO knowing they have a lot of work to do. The point's definitely not over. If AFB starts to find some struggle, Auto LS could definitely follow suit. And they've done well to build back up yet again into the next PI. Can Loft hold it together on this one this time? Halfway through the map, they're doing it well so far. There's no misses for the Simps either. The waiting game has started. Who will be the next to drop? It's another short break. Everyone can see that the other team is holding. The pressure starts to build, and Vampirica goes down. Simps extend their lead out even further. Loft still holding, but with no adjacent misses. NATO Peace Treaty can't do anything but pray that the Simps fall apart, but they are not. AFB still double S-ing. Hasn't dropped a single droplet in the match so far. And he might just continue that as this final section begins. I'd say that this final section is also the easiest part that flows the best. There's a bit less edges in general. And I can't see AFB missing as Loft and Auto LS go down. The point is secure, but we're watching to see if AFB can close it out. Reaches 1,000 combo. I think he's going to do it. Vampirica goes down just to put salt in the wound. What are we doing here, AFB? Oh my goodness. Another double S. Completely smurfing this match so far. Not to understate Auto LS performance, still beating out both the NATO players, who do well on a difficult round of 32 map like this. Above 850k, the both of them. But the Hong Kongers just too good. AFB is just too good. No break points so far. It's back to NATO Peace Treaty for the next pick. Are they finally going to go into hidden? Are they going to try something consistent again? Maybe a DT1. course, Simps winning their first point on that DT2. But DT1's a very different map. And they performed pretty well on the qualifiers DT pool in general. I'd still say that Hidden would make the most sense, but no. Ignore everything I'm saying because DT3 is the choice here. The Precision DT. They're also quite high density. Looking to secure their second point and even the board right back up. Vivian's back in here now. Anchor, the captain, yet to make an appearance. The Americans doing most of the heavy lifting so far, along with Luff. It's just the spinner diff to start off. A couple bananas in the favor of Simps, but I doubt that's what's going to dictate this point. With the precision here, there's a lot that you can slip up on, and Auto LS is the first to do so. AFB still holding a double S, unsurprisingly, at this point. Even on a map like this, as we get into the first PI. Vivian's finally trades that miss from Auto LS, who is building back up well, and that will send the lead. Shooting right back over to the Simps. It's going to be very close, but I think they'll just claim it, and of course, a third through. The players can see that it is pretty much even. Only going to raise the nerves, and the break curse continues to claim victims. Vampire Rika goes down, loses the FC, right as the Simps are ready to pounce on it. Vivian's half stops the bleeding, but it's 35k still. Vampire Rika tries to build back up to that max combo. More than halfway through here, AFB finally loses the SS streak, but what we're looking at is the FC he's still on. NATO really needing to see some misses now. It's about a 2-miss lead for the Simps currently. Into the stream section now. Can't afford to miss at any point in this last part. And it's a total board reset from everyone. No one making it through that difficult section. But that's only going to benefit the Simps. They're already in the lead. That's exactly what they needed. AFB loses the FC streak, but he can see that it's all good. There's no combo for NATO. And that miss from Vivian's absolutely going to put it to bed. Simps get the first breakpoint of the match. Despite some really good performances here from NATO, the Hong Kongers are just too strong. They're showing what they're made of, showing why they're the 6th seed. And a great time to break when you're already 2-1 up. They have a next pick, and they could send it to match point already. But they also waste no time in going right for DT1. This is the kind of consistency rating DT AR10 CS4 with that almost 3-minute length once DT is added. I imagine we'll see another hidden put on here by AFB. sad to lose the SC streak, but the points are really what matters here. Looks like the two Americans will remain for NATO peace treaty as well, as they try to break back here. However, they're facing quite the force, as they've shown so far here, AutoLS and AFB. Everyone holding well through. It's exactly even, not a single droplet missed so far on this consistency DT. All players seeming pretty comfortable with the AR-10 reading and the DT movement. Already playing DT2 may be a factor in that regard. After 300 combo now, still no misses on either side. Here comes the first key though. This is where the misses usually start coming in. Will we see any? Yes, we will. Vivians goes down. The first drop. No reply for the Simps so far. And they will simply take that one misadvantage as Vivians builds right back up after the Ki now. That pattern expected to catch out some, and it does indeed. Vivians once again going down. It's now a 2-miss lead, although AutoLS does break. NATOPeaceTreaty with the combo advantage. They will reel the lead back in just a little here as we're halfway through. They'll do more than that as AFB drops at a critical point when Vivians reaches 200. Capitalizing very nicely on those two breaks. And it's basically going to even up here as we get into the next Ki. Could this be NATOPeaceTreaty's chance to break back? Vivians goes down. AutoLS trades it though. Vampirica on an unbelievable score, still FCing here for NATOPeaceTreaty. I have to curse it. Goes down. And Simps retake a more stable advantage. A quarter left to go in this point. Oh, the slow combo catches both Vampirica and Vivians out, and there's nothing for the Simps. They find some consistency when they need to. It's a much larger lead here now. They're going to need to completely collapse in this last section if NATO want any hope of taking this one. Put up to 200, but there's no drops on the Simps. Looks like they're going to cruise through. It was looking pretty dicey there for a sec, but these two veterans find the stability when they need it. Of course, AutoLS has to miss as I'm saying that, but it's inconsequential. Simps move to match point. Fantastic score there from Vampirica, has to be said. Vivian's doing well, and you can just see those space double patterns in the middle crippling NATOPeaceTreaty. The treaty is in disarray. A war might be coming. But they have one more shot for peace here. 4-1 down, backs against the wall. What can they conjure up with this next choice? The map pool has been whittled down. Nomad pool still pretty open, hidden. I've been saying it all game. Hidden still there, guys. I know picking hidden into AFB and AutoLS is pretty scary, but I don't really think they have anything else comfortable. All of DT is gone. There's still a mixed mod. What's it gonna be? Given up on trying to predict what they're going to go for. Teams just always seem to say the opposite, and it's in fact going to be no mod 4. Okay, here we go. This is what they're placing their hope in. They're fully under pressure. But they still have a chance. What to say about this map now as we wait for the plays to come in? It's quite a short, low-density precision map, of course. Expected from an OMod 4. It's a CS of 5. Some pretty solid mechanics required here to play well with that AR9. There are a few pretty strange stacked patterns and a couple quick taps in different places, along with some pretty peculiar, dense, wiggly parts halfway through, which I think may catch some players out here. And oh my god, the Simps are putting in Mike and Yugara again. Oh my god. Yugara. Sorry. The map starts off very tame. We'll probably see everyone just build up slowly up to 200 combo, then it just hits you with its first and, in my opinion, most difficult section in the middle, where most of the misses are probably going to lie. A fantastic song here on the highest pressure point of this match so far. Hugo and Mike subbing in for the Hong Kongers. Could that open the doorway for NATO Peace Treaty to snag another point? That remains to be seen in the next 2 minutes of gameplay. As we start off in this calm section. Should not see any misses here unless they're due to nerves. Simply a spinner diff of exactly 1,000 here. Anchor, the captain, also subbing in for the first time critically on such a crucial point, and Mike goes down. Messes up that back and forth on the hypers, and another drop there. Yugara also finds a miss. Vivian's finally goes down, but Anchor continues to hold 300 combo now for them. Finally drops, but it's an entire combo reset for everybody. Already 130k in the advantage of the Simps. Here come the more streaming parts with those wiggles. Catching out more victims. Yugara goes down, so does Mike. Vivian's building back up to 200. There's no combo for the Simps, and Anchor building up as well. Back into a calmer section here. And you can build up a little more with these chill streams and stacks. It's already a 270k lead here for NATO Peace Treaty. It seems, with that trade even, that they will cruise into a second point here. And they're alive. They are well and truly alive off the back of another sub-in by the Canadian and American on the Simps. Not quite able to match the Swede and the other American here in Vivian's, who puts on a stellar performance. 960k in the end. And a good supporting score from Anchor to seal it off. They live to fight for at least another point, but it is back to the Simps for their pick, and you think they might want to just deal the knockout blow. They've subbed in their other two players. Mike quick to leave as Auto LS returns. Will we see AFB as well? I think we may. AutoLS and his fanboy coming back in. You would imagine. What are they going to go for? There aren't a lot of maps left. There's No Mod 2 and 3, and Hidden 1, and then the Mixed Mod. Will we see Hidden? Will we finally see Hidden despite the Hidden 2 ban? I think that's still maybe a possible strong map for the NATOPeaceTreaty. I think that could go either way due to how easy it is to read and how well the map flows. Could be quite close. I think if you really want to deal a knockout blow, it's probably going to be a map like No Mod 2 or 3, and it indeed will be No Mod 3. I finally said something correct. It's a miracle. And this is the very control-oriented map of this No Mod pool, with its low density that leads to some pretty tough spacing and awkward transitions between the patterns throughout pretty much the entire map. And we know that these two Hong Kongers can handle patterns just like that perfectly. It's a smart and calculated pick. Looks like Vivian's and Vampirica remain the same. Vampirica coming back in for Anchor, the captain, to try and fend off this iconic Hong Kong duo. Can they do it here on reload? The question everybody's asking. They've done well to get 2 points. Haven't been able to beat AutoLS and AFB yet, although AutoLS, the captain, first to drop yet again. We've seen a few times. Starts off a little slow, usually finishes well, but NATO will take anything they can get. Although in the slow section, Vampirica also goes down. That's pretty much going to nullify that small lead that NATO build here as the map starts to ramp up. It's 1 FC apiece, or AFB and Vivian's. Simps with a very slight lead as AutoLS had that earlier miss. Those two misses aren't going to decide this one though. As we build up, AFB actually goes down. Vivian's trade, both the FCs are gone, and it's the supporting combos right now stepping up. Vampirica and AutoLS holding through this tougher section so far. It's pretty much even right now as Vivian's and AFB quick to build up themselves. Vivian's goes down, AFB no reply. Yet again another miss from Vivian's. AFB makes his way to 200 combo. Not wanting to mess around whatsoever. Vampirica doing well to keep that 400 combo. But we're going to need to see another couple misses from the Hong Kongers here if NATO want to retake that lead. Vivian's getting up to the max combo as well. Will we see any drop? The waiting game has begun once again. A quarter left to go. A quarter left to see if NATOPeaceTreaty can cause an upset on No Mod 3. The combos build up as we wait for the final intense section. Can't afford to miss here. Have to just hold a little more through in this final PI. The build up is coming. All the combos getting really up there. The lowest at 400. Will any drops here? Will a collapse happen from the Simps, or will they be able to hold on until the end? There's nobody missing, but Vampirica's the first to go. AFB doesn't reply like before. AutoLS, an incredible recovery combo, as well as Vivian's, but it's just not enough. And that is going to be good game, well played. A truly valiant effort there. Really good scores, honestly. 926 and 942k, but AutoLS and AFB practically the same score, only 2k apart. Is too much to handle, and they walk to a 5-2 victory. Congratulations to the Simps, moving on to the round of 16 winners bracket. and NATOPeaceTreaty dropping down, but I think they'll be a force to be reckoned with. Despite the low seed, they looked very strong and confident today. So good luck to them. We'll be taking a little break now. The next match, I believe, coming up in about an hour and 15 minutes between Kikoriki and the Unk squad. Not sure if that's going to be streamed or not. That is the next match coming up, then quite a break for the next one between the Crack Dealers and Low Hanging Fruit. I have been Maito, joined by myself and our lovely streamer, Hiroshiki here. Thank you all for coming along, and we will see you all later. Bye bye.